Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Semi-auto, what's going on? Am I on YouTube? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Semi-auto, what's going on? Am I on YouTube? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Semi-auto. Oh, little technical difficulties right there. Little technical. I'm a little off balance right now. Got a Madden game coming up in my franchise league. Go and play that real quick. I'm all over the place. Let's get into the game. Let's get into the game. It's too early. Well, it's not really early. Let me text my opponent. Let me text my opponent. And Twitch is up. Sorry about this, people. All right, we good to go. We good to go. So yeah, it's a good morning. Yeah, I hope I'm not. I didn't know if I was on YouTube because I didn't change any of the dashboard. So we'll see. I'll just go in there later on. If you come in, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. If you're coming inside, welcome to my channel. Let me see. Nothing yet. Going over some things. Maybe I can, while I wait, I can do a little bit of things. Yeah, I need that possession. That definitely needs to be there. Because my men, they drop all types of passes. Oh, I'm a big Redskin fan. That's my squad, the Redskins, of course. But this is a franchise league, and it also is a fantasy league also. So if you see a team, you see different players. If you follow football, you see different players all over the place. It's because it's a fantasy league. We do that to make sure that it's fair for everybody. You know, everybody doesn't get like that. And it's computer draft also. There goes my invitation. The money. Let's get it. I forgot. I got to leave the franchise. All this, all that. If you're rocking with me today, man, I'm going to be playing a little bit of everything, man. I think I might play... I got so many games. The game that I've been wanting to play for a while is Wolfenstein. Was it Wolfenstein 3 or 2? The newest one, anyway. I have played it. I do own it, but I haven't beaten it. So, it's a game that I want to get into. Yeah, the Redskins are the home fan, semi-auto. I love the Redskins, but, you know, they've been kind of like getting on my nerves lately. So, we're going to see. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Last time I played the money, we had like a lot of stuff going on. A lot of little, I ain't going to say controversy, but there's a lot of stuff going on with our game. Games dropping, lag. So hopefully, if his internet's not garbage this time, we can just get this game going and get it playing, get it popping. I want to move on.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL
I see you over there,
game, and that was in evidence a moment
next
ago.
to lose 65.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone.
Okay.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
We in the same division. I need this game. He needs this game. This is huge. Yeah, let's go. This is huge. I'm making my playoff push.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
Now Allen.
Not bad.
And double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Man, he had that.
By Levante David.
Good defense right
They
there.
were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they picked up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves,
No
aren't they?
cover,
And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw
game's all about
previous week,
defense.
now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the
leg
41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Oh,
come on, you gotta get that.
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now the Packers get set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Stacking up that line for me.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, it's Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
That's all I need.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Tough spot here. 3rd and 18 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Allen maybe with a free play. And they drop him for a loss.
Not bad.
Penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
This little blitz will keep going.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Is it Matero 1,794? Thank you for the follow, sir. I appreciate it.
On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep. Into a double
squeeze
team.
that in that ball in there, man.
Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Get it back. Thank you for the follow, sir. Appreciate it.
The Vikings.
Good morning. Happy Labor Day. If you're off from work, man, it's a blessing, man. Thank God you woke up. You can watch somebody else play another game. Get it, man.
At the line of scrimmage, and
we want to cookouts today, man. I need a plate.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Need some time off. Feels good.
On second down, here's Carr. Flushed out right. Open here, Adam Thielen.
I knew that was coming. That's why I didn't really want to commit to go and tackle him, but it's so good.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
You're a little too comfortable in that pocket, though. I know that. And if you're young, you gotta going back to school tomorrow, man. Be great out there, man. Get the education. Well, I know some of you already been back to school.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know, got a pre-date too.
Partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On play action, it's Carr. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Carr now on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25.
Weird, like a little stutter.
Call it a gain of 5. And it's a second down.
Right when he hikes the ball.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away
we don't
from
have
the
an
ball,
aggressive anything.
Any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Flush to his right.
Where can
and
I
they'll
get
bring
that
him down
fumble?
at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Carr, buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
This is a good chance. He don't have really nothing to lose.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs.
Still on.
When the best
6
backs
points.
that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
No
and
more
it's been a
interceptions.
miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, and then you break the ice a little bit? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey?
There we go.
Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Henry.
That left side he got, man, they're kind of vicious over there. I haven't had
Down he
anything on that
goes, folded
side.
like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Just this blitz play you've been doing. Wide should be wide open.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's brought in left side by Tate. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Gonna go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry.
Excuse me.
And he's taking
Let's go.
it, but not before
Let's go.
the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
689. What are you doing over there? I just need a little bit of help. Just a little bit.
It down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Keep letting off the block over there.
Goal operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, We have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Take it.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down. He does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone, get you 6?
You can sit down and watch Twitch, YouTube.
That's fielded in the end
zone.
zone.
Want your cookout.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, 734.
You like the flats.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Broken tackle there for Nelson. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr.
Give me that!
Incomplete.
Give me that!
So they looked like they were getting ready to convert.
I'm reading that play. I'm all over that.
Get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Watch the flat.
They do go for it. It's Carr.
Thank you.
Running back complete.
Thank you.
But he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
No.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it.
I know he didn't get over there.
4th down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Out of here. Come on. I'm not sure. He probably is. I'm not 100% sure. It's a little too early for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
I know he did not get that first down. I know he didn't.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Again, it's Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Get down, get down. 180. 734. That's up.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside.
Man, come on.
And he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it.
Another thing, if you're on the Twitch side of the channel,
absolutely,
you see a big play or something, just type in boom.
Yeah, get a
replay.
Still, you'll take
boom,
like that each and every time, won't you?
If you're on the Twitch side, just let everybody know. Try to keep it interactive.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be stopped just outside.
See that meter that goes up? The more you type boom,
only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll
the higher that meter goes up, it gives you the last play we played.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Carr. He may try to run for
Fumble! Come on, man.
Then
He just bowls over 2 people to get a first.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Express.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
A lot of DS going his way. Second half got to be mine.
And the Vikings find a way to stretch
Second half
their
has to be
lead.
mine.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And good starting field position. They'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Got him.
The Packers give him nowhere
See
to
you
go,
looking
and they
for.
bring him down. Jason Pierre-Paul.
There you go.
In there
See
to
who you
get
looking
him,
for.
and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Tate. Quick feed from Tate. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them to...
And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator
Some got to break with this run.
And trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
Yeah, some got to give with this run.
X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. On second down, here's Allen. And this is complete. It's Allen.
Go, touchdown. It's not a touchdown.
His first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Home cooking.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It was like on the line.
I know
it. Yeah, just a little bit behind.
Different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll try and sneak it here. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a
What's going on, man?
And now it's third down.
You do a quarterback sneak not to get a yard?
The call. Second and inches go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
It's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now there's still a yard.
3 quarterback sneaks for a yard. I couldn't get it.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got
and
to
I'm
make
back
something
y'all.
happen. I think they know
Back
that. They're going for it on fourth. They hand off to their big tight end. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line.
Y'all got to do something with this running situation, man. It's kind of crazy this year.
And instead of having a one-score
you don't want nobody to
game,
run between the tackles. You want all sweeps. And you only want, like, big plays to happen in open space. It don't work like that all the time.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter.
Watch that come back at the end.
But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here now, Johnny Townsend on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, it's Tate. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence.
Moving the
Not
ball.
worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Getting that
They'll
lucky
be trying to
stuff,
get
that's
it
all.
into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught by our Darius Stewart. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a handoff to Henry.
There you go. It's about time, Henry.
Forward here for a modest gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will.
Wow.
We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Crazy.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Thank you.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
It's on me? Madden, you are killing me.
And for the
I just
second
could have
time
sworn I seen this man
the
jump.
field goal unit comes out here. And Bailey able to knock it through.
Man, you are
And
killing
they will
me.
cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Find out he playing with scared money.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The busy night continues for Johnson.
There you go, stop him.
He's run past the 30-yard line there. A good run as he works his way for 9
And the
that
spin,
time, and it'll leave him with a
left
third
trigger,
and
right
just a few
trigger.
inches.
It's so OP. It reminds me like the juke last year when they first put it in.
The offense on third down
Now,
tonight,
I didn't get my
lacking
quarterback
much
sneak
success,
3
just 2 for
times.
7 to
He
this
better not
point.
get his
They're
quarterback
looking at
sneak.
third in the nose of the football. And Carter's going to keep it himself.
Look at this
and
crap.
he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
If I'd have got my quarterback sneak, this would have been a whole different game.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He's running this ball, though.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go. Express. There's a hot. 24.
What's really going on?
Now a play fake. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We'll try to do the same play.
6-18.
I'm going to give him the feeling like it's going to be rain, too.
Get set.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
Good
incomplete.
hits.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Come on, Golden.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Come on, Golden.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Touch your hands and you jump it off.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in.
Sometimes I'll be thinking these Madden games scripted.
Of preparation, looking forward to
his corner's checking my wide receiver, but as soon as I throw, he comes back over.
Quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook has an
for him to come and get it.
Full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line's really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
6-18.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Down there over the middle, it's Woods. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
All these suspect-ass spots,
It'll go
man.
as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains
Real
as
suspect.
well. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Get set, get set. White.
On second down, here's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32.
Going out the flat.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And Parkey's kick is good.
At least I got all 3 timeouts.
It's a 10-point game.
I go down and get some points.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Allen. Left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Allen to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Golden Tate's hurt.
Now after the completion,
like I said, man, I feel like sometimes it's scripted. You want to get my timeout. I'm trying to score before my timeout. Golden Tate get hurt. You force me to use the timeout. Get out of here, game.
Back to throw. Allen. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Get him up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action. Now it's Allen. Now he's forced out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it.
My bad.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Just had to force him up in there. I was trying to get points, not trying to use timeout, not taking my time.
They try the left side with Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
So you got Dave Johnson. This is the thing I'm talking about. You got 21 carries for 38 yards.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one. But he's had plenty
I'm not
going to
lie. That's like really, really
he's
low.
a little bit tired from tilting the rock
Like you get caught in the backfield all
Now
the
the Packers
time.
going to take another timeout as they get
I want you to make big plays out in the open, but you can't get out in the open.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
Bad play calling.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
The Wishcombe kind of like took a lot of energy away.
On third down, that's Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
3 quarterback sneaks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he
I should have had the touchdown when I caught the pass.
Linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Carr going to go on fourth down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets us inside the 35-yard line.
Thanks for everybody joining the stream, man. I'll be back on later. About to switch up games. That was my Madden franchise league for the day. Appreciate everybody for being here, sticking around.
Not letting them break your serve.
Bad game. Went for them fourth down the line.
And they feel very good about that victory.
4 inches. Then. Oh, the offsides, too. That was like crazy because I seen this man jump, and then they got me for it. That was kind of crazy.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.
In the end zone, I think in the red zone twice or 3 times.
It's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
But thanks, everybody, for it, man. I appreciate it, man. I'll be back on, man. Just, give me a little while. But thanks, man.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.